In this demonstration, we will show how to use LTImage to make three-color images. To make a three-color image, you will need three images of the same object taken through three different filters. You should load one image into each of the first three image panels to begin with. LTImage will assume you want the first image to be red, the second to be green, and the third to be blue. To load each image, go to File, Open Data Image, and then select the image and click Open. After you load the first image, you will need to click on the second image panel selection button, and then load the second image. Now click on the third image panel selection button and load the third image. You now need to make a composite three-color image. To do this, click on the fourth image panel selection button and then go to Color, Three-Color Image. This creates a composite color image in the fourth image panel. Initially, this image is only seen in the small preview window. To see the image in the main window, click Make New Image. The image you are shown will be an unscaled image. If you are not sure what this means, then you should watch the first video in the LTImage series of demonstrations. Images of galaxies and nebulae might appear very dark, just as this one does in our demonstration. The Moon and planets often need less scaling. To scale your image, you need to adjust the pixel values for each of the three images that make up the three-color composite image. By default, the red image will be selected. To select green or blue, just click on the button next to the color. You always know which color you are editing because the background color of the controls changes as you select each color. To scale the red part of your image, click on the red button, and then change the values in the two boxes. Usually for a dark image, it is enough to change only the values in the right-hand box, as this will scale the dark parts of the image so that they are visible. This is a trial and error procedure. There is no correct way that your image should look. It is entirely down to you, how you want it to look. You will soon get a feel for which values work with each image. Remember, only the preview window changes as you change the values. To see the effect of your editing in the main window, click Make New Image. You will probably need to adjust the scaling for each of the three images. We will look at the alignment, contrast, and shade controls in a separate demonstration. When you are happy with your image, you can save it. To save your image, go to File, Save Picture, enter a name for your image, and finally click Save. Sometimes, when you make a three-color image, the three images are not properly aligned. This image of Jupiter clearly shows that the alignment needs correcting. In LTImage, this is very simple. Select the color that you want to align, and then use the up, down, left, and right buttons to make changes to the alignment of that image. If necessary, repeat this for the other two colors. Remember to click Make New Image each time you make a change, otherwise the change can only be seen in the preview window. It is also possible to change the shade and contrast of each of the images that make up your three-color image. There is no right or wrong setting. It depends on how you want your image to look.